Alright, so the article says, Kumi Yamashita was always interested in light and shadow.
原来啊，文章开始告诉我们哦 ，Kumi Yamashita 一直对光与影感到有兴趣。
When the sun goes down, it makes shadows. She likes to watch them.
当太阳落下的时候呢，就会制造出影子。她喜欢看着这些影子。Do you like to see shadows, Tiffany?
Actually, what I like to do is I like to see clouds. So she's actually a little bit different than us because a lot of times people like to look at clouds and they like to think about what kind of shapes they look like.
So sometimes shadows will inspire our imagination just like clouds.
Yeah, so I guess she's a little bit more different. She's a lot more creative and she uses shadows and she thinks about what these shadows looks like. Okay, next in the article it says she uses different kinds of materials and tries to make their shadows look like humans. Wow.
它使用不同种类的材料呢，而且试着让它们的影子看起来像人类。Oh, that's why the shadows of the wooden numbers from our day one article look like a face and a person.
No wonder. So actually, it's great that you mentioned that. Okay, she uses a lot of different materials, and what materials are, it's basically what things are made out of. Okay, so for example, we learned earlier from the previous article that she uses wooden blocks, and then she sees the shadows and she makes shapes. So wood is a type of material, and this is the material she uses to make her art. For example, wood is also used to build tables and chairs. Another example of a material is steel, which is used to make buildings.
Material 就是材料啦 ，wood 木头是一种材料 ，steel 钢是一种材料 ，also plastic 塑胶 ，rubber 橡胶 are all materials 都是材料哦。
All right, so let's take a look at our first word power word. We see the word human, H-U-M-A-N, human. Human is a noun and it means a man, woman, or child, something that is not an animal. For example, we could say Neil Armstrong was the first human to walk on the moon. Neil Armstrong was the first human to walk on the moon.
例句提到呢 ，Neil Armstrong 是第一个在月球上面漫步的人类 human。
Right. Next in the article we see here it says Yamashita spends a lot of time thinking about each new idea.
接着呢，文章提到啊，Yamashita 花了很多的时间思考每一个新点子。
And I'm sure she has to because it's not easy to do this. As the article explains, it says it's not easy to work out how to create the correct shadow. Okay, when you work out something, it means you try to find the solution to the problem, or you basically solve the problem. For example, we can say, can you work out this math problem?
想出如何呢？创造出正确的影子是不简单的哦。Work out 在文章当中呢是想出解决的意思。To work out a problem， 想出问题的解决办法。
Right, so she wants to create these shadows, but she has to find a way to work it out. Create is also our word power word, C-R-E-A-T-E. Create. Create is a verb and it means to invent or design something. For example, we can say, Tom loves to create stories for his children. Tom loves to create stories for his children. So create is the verb. We could change this around and make this a noun. For example, we can say Kumi Yamashita is a creator. She is someone who invents or designs something.
Create 是动词，创造。那如果我们在字尾把一去掉，加上 or，creator 就是创造者。那如果一个人富有创造力，你可以用 creative 来形容他。Are you a creative person, Tiffany?
I think so. I try to be, but I don't think I have it in me anymore as I get older. So sad.
You'll have it. 例句提到呢 ，Tom 热爱为他的孩子们创造故事。
All right, so next in the article, we see here that Yamashita grew up in Japan. She likes Japanese culture and art because they are simple but beautiful. Yeah, I agree with her as well. I love Japanese culture. Okay, and this is also our word power word, culture, C-U-L-T-U-R-E, culture. Culture is a noun. It is the beliefs or the way of life or art and customs that are shared and accepted by people in a particular society. For example, we can say, Chris is really interested in Indian culture. Chris is really interested in Indian culture.
接下来呢，文章告诉我们Yamashita 在日本长大，他喜欢日本的文化还有艺术，因为呢，他们不仅简单，而且漂亮。Culture 文化 ，Different countries have different cultures， 不同的国家有不同的文化。刚刚的例句也提到了 ，Chris 对印度文化呢深感兴趣。What about you, Tiffany? What kind of cultures do you want to explore?
Actually, I think I'm a very international, global person because I want to explore everything. But one culture that I really like and really want to learn more about is the Japanese culture.
日本文化
Because I love the kimonos and last time I went to Kyoto, I really fell in love with the deep history of the city.
Oh, do you like the temples there?
I do. Actually, I am one of those people that enjoys looking at the scenery when I travel. What about you?
I think I'm more interested in Western cultures, not the Eastern cultures.
It's okay. I'll teach you more about my culture. So afterwards, let's take a look at the article. It says, after she came to America, she also found some new ideas here.
Oh, so she grew up in Japan and then moved to the US.
Yes. So she says that both cultures have influence on Yamashita's works. So maybe like you, she is interested in the American culture, and this shows a really great influence on her work. Influence is our word power word. INFLUENCE. Influence. It is a noun and it means the power to have an effect on people or things, or a person or thing that is able to do this. For example, we can say, that book had a big influence on my life. That book had a big influence on my life.
文章接着提到呢，两种文化都影响了 Yamashita 的作品。Influence 这个字呢，在文章当中当的是名词来使用。A have influence on B 代表的是 A 对 B 产生影响。那 influence 这个字本身呢，也可以当动词来使用。
So Elsie, did anyone or anything have influence on your decision to become a teacher?
No, nobody has influence on my decision to become a teacher. It's all my decision because I love English.
Did something influence you to like English? I guess maybe
I think
because...
one of my teachers
Oh, really?
in my junior high school.
And I also think maybe it's because you really enjoy the Western culture. So maybe this also kind of influenced you to love English. And then because you liked English, it was easier for you to make the decision to become a teacher.
That's right. 那像刚刚的例句呢，我们有讲到说那本书呢对我的人生有很大的影响。对一个人有很大的影响，我们就可以用形容词 big 来说。那如果是很小的影响 ，we can say small or little.
Yep. Doesn't have much or it doesn't have much influence on my life. It doesn't really affect you too much. Okay, next in the article says, Yamashita now lives in New York and keeps making her special kinds of art.
文章最后提到呢，Yamashita 现居纽约，所以他就没有再回去日本了，并持续呢创造他那特别的艺术。这边呢，我们看到 keep 后面加上一个 verb ing 动名词，是我们今天的 magic box 找亮点。我们来请老师解释吧。